Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and an unboxing of one of the few Revell roadster kits that I haven't done yet. This is the 1932 Ford Tudor Sedan 2-in-1 by Revell. It's a 1/25th scale and it has a boatload of 188 parts. You won't use 188 parts, but man, it's loaded with a lot of options. Just like all the other ones are, they're loaded. So let's get this out of the way. I already cut the bags open and everything, so you don't have to deal with me trying to figure out that. And we're going to open up the instructions, and that'll be the last time we look. No, kidding. I'm going to pull you down here so we can see these decals real well. And I'm going to hold them very still. So if you want to pause, you can check them out. But these got some good decals in here. We have some real fine pinstriping. We have some regular stripes. I like this. Just a whole lot of options there. You have your cherry bombs, all kinds of stuff. What I like, though, is you got your gauges. It just makes things a lot easier. Check that out. Royale, white pinstriping, and the black. Same thing, both sides. There's a lot of options here. I like that. Pretty sharp. I'm not sure where I'm even going with this yet, but this is going to be a two-build kit, or two-build project, along with the, what is that, the 1930, I think it is? I'm going to do that along with the 1930 Ford that I just talked about the other day. Let's bring these instructions back out here real quick. They're the typical awesome Revell instructions. They're not quite as good as the Revell Germany instructions, but they're good enough to follow all the parts. So if you're wondering what you're putting on the kit, this will tell you the number and what it is. Here's 69 is the alternator. And we're going to go through this right here is why I got this kit. Because I want this engine to go in the 30. Just because I love the flatheads in that open bay roadster. But typical instructions, easy to follow, very intuitive. I had a couple people asking me, well, why do they jump back and forth here and there? It gives things a chance to harden up. You know, you're going from your engine, then you got your framework and all that, and it's just a progressive build. The way I'm going to do it, because we're going to light it, I can't really follow the steps 1 through 10. I have to do it as, you know, this is going to get done, and then we got to go to this, because we have to run the wires through here and things like that. And this kit, to be honest with you, has stumped me for lighting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, or even if it's going to get done. I'd really like to. I think once I start laying things out a little bit, because I just pulled this out of the box, it's the first time I've seen the body and chassis and everything. But I think once I get it out and start playing with it, I'll figure out how to get lights to it and still do everything else I want to do to it. This kit's not going to have the flathead. I'm not sure what engine it's going to have, but it might dig up a blower and try to put a blower in this one. Just because it's so big. Let's start with the parts here. We'll do the glass. I'm not going to cut these out of the bag. Just because I know if I do, I will scratch the snot out of them. But you got all your windows. You have multiple of headlights in here. I think it gives you 3 different options for headlights. Or the other ones do. This one looks like you just get the 2 turn signals, front window, the 2 sides, and the back. So we'll see. Like I said, I haven't even gone into the instructions with this yet. Chrome? Yeah, let's do chrome. 3 chrome trees. And they're blingy. Let's pull these down. I'm going to get my hands under them. I like these rims. Right off the bat, I really like them. Now you can see we have 2 options for headlights. There's our gauge cluster, our light bar for the fenders. And you know I love my fenders. Here's your front windshield and your bumpers and those rims. We're going to see those rims again somewhere. I like those. But we'll put that back in the box. Next chrome tree. Another set of rims. These are our spokes. Not a keen on spokes, but we'll see what happens here when I strip them and hit them with aluminum. There's our flathead head. I'm going to take these. They're definitely going to get stripped. Those are going to be aluminum. All kinds of parts. There's our tail lights. Our, I think that's our generator. Yep. With bracket. Another windshield. Chrome headers. Lights. Back to those rims. Carburetors. Stromberg downdrafts. Sure look like it. Generic. Mix between a Hawley and a Stromberg, I guess. Oil pan, or transmission pan. And our oil cooler. The oil cooler is used for the flathead. If you're going to take the flathead and put it in another one, take that with you. Last thing of chrome, and this is a big one too. Third set of rims. So 3 sets of rims on this thing. Headlights. Another windshield. So yeah, I mean, you're talking different models have different ones, and they got to chuck them all in. It's easier just to throw it in there. Our knockoffs, valve covers, carburetor, door handles. Check them out. Small. Our backs, our steering linkage, shocks, front suspension, oil pan, air cleaner cover, chrome disc brakes. Another set of headers. And our grill. This has the alternator. I can't really see that. Oh, yeah, that's your, what do they call that? I don't have no clue. And your mirror. We're doing good here today. I do love these kits. Like I said, there's a billion and one different things you can do with them. The interior. I'm taking a gander at this slow just because there is very good leather in there. No visible mold lines at all. Yay. Door cards. This isn't showing. It's a little bright here. But this has some nice striped door cards. Very usable. No window cranks. No nothing on them. Just plain door cards with the pleated panels. Carpet. Looks good. I'm liking this where it jumps up here. That might be a good place for the battery to fit. I just have to figure out how to get it in there. So that's pan through 1. Here is one of our engines. Our cover plates for if you're not using the fenders. Front seats, pleated. Deep pleating on these. I might do these in black primer. I'm looking over my shoulder here. I might do these in a flat black primer and then do them with brown and then do them with the cinnamon and see if I can get this to do like a 3-tone where it goes dark in the centers and works its way out to the light. I think that'll look good. The Ford engine there, I believe that is. And our steering linkage. Three radiators. Our dashboard. This one's going to get this dashboard. The 30, I'm going to use a custom made on there. Thanks to Mr. Pelosi. He hooked me up a long time ago, and I'm finally getting a chance to use them. Look at this. The one thing that's not chromed that I probably would have been better off chromed is the radiator hoses. These two pieces on each wall, these four pieces, I'm going to chrome them and rubber black here. This is going to have a lot of chrome. Here's our flathead intake, belt, front end. This is your motor mount for your flathead. This will have to come with you when you take everything over on the other side, along with probably the radiator, because the hoses go up into it right here. The center post will work for this one, but if I was putting a blower in it, that center post wasn't going to work. So we'll see. This has two pin marks here. I'm wondering if that's lower radiator or what. I'm not sure. I know that these two are the radiator hoses, and I thought they came into the top. Could be wrong. Very well molded. That's what I was just checking out. Mold lines of none. We'll have, anything round, you're going to have to take care of that mold line right there. But no flash, no nothing. Yeah, look at this. Here's your bottom radiator hoses. This might be the radiator for the other engine. We'll have to see. Gotta love my fenders. Another dash. So, like I said, you got a boatload of options. The engine sides, engine cover shroud sides, the gas tank. This does not have the gas tank fill in it. There's probably another one in there that does. These fenders look great. They really do. Zero extra work on them. Look at that. Nice. Very, very nice. Underside, I have an ejection mark there, here. So probably on the same here. I'm not going to look. Remember we're going to use the fenders, but I've found that if I drill these all the way out, it makes it a lot easier to put that little chrome piece across. Just screwing them up so many times you start figuring things out. Here's our louvered sides. And to be honest with you, if I don't put a blower in this thing, for some reason, if I can't find a blower, I might use the louvers and actually put sides on this thing and go that route. I haven't done that yet. Our bumper covers, or our frame covers for our bumper mounts. Our inner rims, another radiator hose. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it sideways. These are your bumper mounts, the front and backs. Intake. God, I can't even see what that is. I don't have my visor on. That very well could be for the Stromberg intake, or like a fuel pump cover. If you're going to use the electric fuel pump, this would have to go where that fuel pump would go on the intake. Just a guess. We'll find out when we're building. Getting down to the sprues now. Nice steering wheel. I do love the way that the Revell does their steering wheel. Another steering linkage. Drive shaft. Brakes. Front. Exhaust. Looks like these might be vents. And a distributor cap. No, they're not vents. They're gas and brake pedals. Cheapers, Batman. Steering column. Electric fan. Starter. Nice belt. Look at how detailed your belt is, how thin it is. Very nicely done. Our rear end cover looks good. Everything looks fantastic here. Look at the rear end. I like it. Airbags. Should we drill them and put the hoses back in like we did before? I think so. It only takes a second, and it looks really cool. And then you put everything together, and you never see it again. All right, here's our other radiator. Our little front clip for if you're using your fenders. Another engine block. Heads. Oil pan. Looks like a radiator hose here for sure. Your back cross member. The engine ties in, and your brakes and all that stuff will attach right there. Here's your gas tank with the fill. Springs. Your hood. I have seen this to where people have sliced this. It doesn't have the line in the bottom, but they have sliced this right down this chrome piece. Well, this is really your hinge piece right here. Let me get you a shadow. See there? They've sliced it right there and actually made this to where it'll hinge open. And I'm telling you, I wish I had the steady hands and stuff to be able to do that. I just don't. Here's our frame. Looks good. No texturing underneath. It does have the made in China buried up in here where it's going to be fun to take care of. But I got an electric sander. Let's see how that works out. A couple of mold marks right here around. We can deal with them. And then see how it's got the notches. This is for your steering linkage. Right here. This is for where it goes up into the car. I had a guy ask me about that, and it was hard for me to describe, but there is actually a notch in there to put that on there. And if you lay that piece in just right, it'll go straight up to where it comes into the firewall. Works out real well. Speaking of firewall, there it is. Not much. Not much at all. Just, I mean, plain Jane firewall. Just watch a thing last night where they did the spun aluminum on there. It looked pretty cool. I got other plans. But that's it for all the plastic. Now we got one full rubber tree. Fairly, how about if I put it in frame? Fairly decent tread, really shallow. If you're going to put these on a drill, watch when you spin these up, because you can take that and turn it into a slick really fast. You got your shorts and your talls, wides and skinnies. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then you have another set. And actually, these seem like they are molded a little better. I'm looking to see about the mold line on there. These you could go and dry brush really quick instead of putting them and sanding them. If you take Desert Tan, it's that color, and dry brush it very, very dry brush. That looks really good on there. You could also use gray. It's a little farther up. I'm not going to reach over, or brown, or a combination of them all. But those look good. These look pretty good too. Where we nick this off, we'll have to sand that down. But other than that, they look nice. They are shorty, so that will drop that front end down. I think we'll end up going with that because I like that front end rake where the front's dropped off. Nice. I'm getting excited about getting into these. It's been a while. It's been a long time, and I know everybody likes watching me build them. Textured top on this big two-door. Not chopped. You get the whole thing. That'd be an easy project if you wanted to do your first chop. Because you could, oh Pete, you could chop the snot out of this. Take a piece of tape, run it across every one of them all the way around. Cut it off. Drop it down. start sanding. The hardest part is going to be right here to get this little piece to mold up. It can be done. I did it a long time ago. To be honest with you, I don't want this to be chopped. I want it to be stand tall, but I do want it to tilt that, get that forward tilt, and then have that blower sitting in front of it. So I got to dig in and find out where I can get a blower. I know I got one somewhere. Interior has a little texturing for the ceiling. Nice and smooth all the way around. Let's see, these mold lines, the door lines are nice and deep all the way around. Hinges, pre-drilled. I like that. And I also want to do something with this trim right here. If I don't use the decal, that decal kind of stood out at me. I kind of like that. But there you go. There's a body. Really a lot of parts. But if you think about it, you're getting 2 full engines, 2 sets of tires, 3 sets of rims. So there's where a lot of the stuff goes. So don't shy off thinking, holy crap, there's a ton of pieces to this thing. It's not, and it goes together well. They all do. So with that, how about if we thank Gallery for everything they have done for my channel and everything they've done for our community right now. They're really jumping up. Also, they got a bunch of stuff coming down the pipe, too. So keep an eye on what they're doing. I think it's going to surprise everybody. If you're getting anything, use Grandpa Mark and the coupon code. Get you 10% off, even if it's on sale. Let's thank our active duty members, our veterans, and our first responders for putting it out on the line every single day. I salute each and every one of you for letting me keep doing what I'm doing here. And then with that, I will let you go. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.